Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge, Messi, and this is Messi. Del Piero. Xavi. And it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Rijkaard makes the interception. And it's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, just skips past his man. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Decent chance! Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Del Piero tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Hangs one. Oh, great leap!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Not the most accurate pass. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lahm played out to the left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. And it's Xavi. Look at the space here. Rummenigge! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Anderlecht really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Anderlecht with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Swings in across, and another try! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 26, Davids. Coming on the field.
That gets us going once more. So the first half brought no goals. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Nesta kept aware, and it is... Big chance! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Anderlecht have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Out towards the flank. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Now it's Iniesta.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Substitution for Milan, number 15.
Del Piero is behind this one.
10.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make it.
Del Piero!
Number
Costa
23.
Curta gets it away.
Substitution.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Stam cuts out the pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan really could have done without this.
Substitutions taking place.
This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's Pele! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Milan have their second corner now. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. The final 5 minutes. Del Piero. Now it's Pele. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Iniesta. Iniesta! Iniesta! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. With so little time left, grandstand finish. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Milan give themselves a chance. Impressive jump! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Just a quick
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
Iniesta!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Salah. Now it's Eto'o. Mohamed. Oh, that's ambitious. Now, who's going to be first to this? Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And the shot, it's Eto'o! Back when it goes. And the finish! And that is wildly off target. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Romario! Goal! Milan! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to...
Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pull it. And it's Azar. And this is Eto'o. And that was nowhere near his best. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cannavaro. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Romario.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hernes.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. This looks promising. And this is Hullet. Azar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Iniesta. Iniesta makes a dash for it. That is a brilliant interception. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 5, Hazard.
So the action resumes.
Number 15.
Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And here's Van Basten. He's gone for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt. And it's Hullet. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Out of play for a throw, and he's managed to gift it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Can he get it through? And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro cuts it out. Van Dijk. And now they can clear their lines. Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Spread out to the left. Panucci is always looking to break lines. Nesta gets over and intercepts. It's a really well-measured ball. Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Showing great feet there.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's cut it out. He'll try from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Romario.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 18, Iniesta.
Now it's
Number
Ronaldinho.
14, Johan Cruyff.
Still just that
Number
single
3,
goal, and we are nearly done.
Coming on the field.
He's had a shot! It's in! And right near the end, we have parity. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Minutes has been indicated.
Eto'o. So 90 minutes have come and gone, it's going to be extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Substitution.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Milan conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Now, can they get him away? Oh, and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked it. Great chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Thuram. And he's got away from him. Batistuta, and Batistuta! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Del Piero. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Bale. And that's going wide left. Del Piero! And with that, it is half-time, extra time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it?
Substitutions taking place.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tanucci tries to pass it through. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Messi. Tanucci promptly onto... And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it into space. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Guardiola. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Hullet. Mbappe. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Lahm ventures forward. Oh, this is Romario. Shoots! Goal! Milan! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Lahm. 30 minutes gone. And it's Guardiola. Lahm plays... And a header! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Milan have it back and can go again. Big chance! Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Nedved gets into a good position. And they've got a throw. Great defending, strong and determined. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Mbappe. Number 6.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Number 18.
And here's Azar.
Coming
Vermaelen. Vermaelen.
Ito. Number 20, Stojkovic. Number 11,
Conte. Azar. And here's Romario. Tries to play it through.
Romario really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cruyff can see things others simply cannot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, that has not gone well. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Romario. And it's Vermaelen. Vermaelen. And this is Romario. Romario! And that was probably asking just too much. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Azar. And here's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but... And Romario! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That is very well defended. Out towards the flank. Guardiola succumbs to the pressure. Played out wide. He's found a way past. Lahm delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. Could move up a gear here. And here's Romario. Oh, that's fabulous. Nesta gets across and deals with it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking tidy in possession here.
There will be one
Stojkovic.
added time.
Rijkaard. That's that, the end. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Romario voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Please kindly remove
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Deftly away.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's character.
Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nearly, but not quite. Now, what about a counter-attack? Guardiola. Some intricate passing, looking to... And Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Still goalless at the moment. Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's being urged to shoot. Fallen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Lam. That's a little off target. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Lam is there and he can get that clear. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Batistuta. Guardiola. Lam. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bullish header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
I'm afraid to tell you that
So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Number 17, Figo. Number
That gets us going once more.
Gerrard.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Passes short and sharp. It's loose and there's a great chance! And the pass is intercepted. Haaland. And it's Forlan. Beckenbauer cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That is a little undercooked. Shot could be on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's Davids. Now it's Bale. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And here's Mbappe. Showing great feet there. Otto. And he's whipped it across. Lam tries to clear.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance.
And the shot! It's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
They'll have to settle for that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to...
Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that. Oh, terrible! Cruyff! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nicely shaped ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Produces a cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, they can break here. Looking for a runner. And they can counter here. Davids. Rijkaard. Now it's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rijkaard. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Davids. And this is Del Piero. That is a brilliant interception. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. De Gea is there to clear. Hakimi. That's a good foray he's making. Iniesta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chiellini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing, because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Ronaldinho. Makaleli. Spread neatly. Vermaelen calmly anticipates.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pelé. Rodri. And it's Palmer. And Makaleli. Rodri. And here's Eto'o. Davids. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Del Piero with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! Oh, off the bar! That's a decent clearance. And this is Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that was vital.
Eto, who needs just a moment to score a goal.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Davids has it in a wide position. And it's Guardiola. Lam. There's the delivery. Terrific effort! And he's stuck it away. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Substitution in progress.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lam. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Guardiola. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cantona. Oh, that's fabulous.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. It's bounced back off the post. And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Del Piero with the short one. Now it's Del Piero. Goes for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Thuram.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half.
And Sané! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Sané certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's named. And a chance! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Lam. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Azar, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a slow burner, this one, Peter. Still, I think the goal did come at a good time, and some of the defensive displays after that were pretty good. In fact, looking back, the goal came at a great time.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Pele. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. So we're still where we started right now. He's got away. De Bruyne. Now then, the ball's come loose. Early ball out from the back. De Bruyne gets across and deals with it. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that pass just didn't quite work. Almost half an hour in now. Nicely weighted ball. That's a good ball out wide. David Villa. David Villa is onto this. Shot! Goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Romario. Guardiola. And this is Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. Davids. Romario, never the sort to be shot shy. And it's Guardiola. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And now, to all members
Milan
of the crowd,
finding themselves
I'd like to
behind
ask
by
you to
just
join
one
me in
goal
wishing
at the
our
break.
birthday boy a
Yeah,
very
you don't get any
special
points for
birthday.
stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the
Substitution.
intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Guardiola is the team's great visionary. This is a promising build-up. And here's Bale, played out wide. Looking tidy in possession here. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zico. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Villa. Nesta gets a foot in and wins the ball. Romario, he's picked it. Can he finish? And he hits the net. AC Milan are all square. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Aimed beyond the defence. Zico.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Knocks it into space. And he's gone looking for safety. Romario. Zanetti producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. And this is Ibrahim. Tries a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Paris Saint-Germain look like they've won it, but it's not. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So there it is. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to shoot against the crossbar. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Donadoni. And he's lost his man here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Davids. Donatoni. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Romario. And this is Messi. And Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Nicely weighted. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence and all.
Great chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out shapes to shoot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Romario touches it back. Chouameni. Thuram. Azar. Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Cruyff going after that. And it's Pirlo. It's Pirlo. Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's quick to get rid. Taken back almost at once.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive. Zico really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pull it. And here's the chance to counter. Good ball over the top. Oh, he's all alone. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, what's he done? Oh, now he can run. He shoots! It's in! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for...
Zico! Zico! Simply magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Pullet does really well to win the ball there. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Azar. Not the most accurate pass. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7, Romario.
So we're into the second 45.
Number 23.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen...
Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bangladesh are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well,
it's Zico! Oh, crossbar! Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Azar. Lam. And this is... He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. A header! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Guardiola. And it's Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vermaelen calmly anticipates.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cruyff! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Just eases him off the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
We are into stoppage time. Milan desperately searching for the winner here. And this is Cruyff. And this is Bale. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And time is up. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cruyff voted... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Oh, easy pickings there. Look at the space here. Stam cuts it out. And here's Eto'o. Nice interception, well timed. And he's gone backward here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Eto'o. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Rijkaard.
Some good work on the right flank here. Lahm. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball! Chance, surely! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan have penetrated for the first... In he goes again! Sensational from Eto'o! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time. And he's being shifted off it.
Rijkaard.
Rummenigge. Oh, good-looking ball. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Dembele. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Deftly away. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, And at half-time, the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan get the second half started. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! It's in!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they clear?
Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! And he's straight offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No, it's come to nothing. Zanetti calmly anticipates.
Well, it's definitely the right
Chance! Oh, good finish. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Terrific goal. What a super. Eto'o! He's found a way through. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that has been cleared. That's destined for the flank. Aimed beyond the defence.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Brilliantly cut out. He's had a shot! That's been cut out, well played. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Dembele.
Minutes has been indicated.
Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mateus. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's there to get it away. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
To draw your attention